Yeah. Don't stop, I need your energy. This is greatness you wanna see. Yeah, I know that we all came to win. If not, I'm looking for revenge. Yeah, this is really one of my bad habits. That if I see it, then I want it. Yeah, I gotta have it. And yeah, I get it by any cost. They say I'm savage, but I ain't never take a loss. And they know that I'm a fanatic. Yeah, every loss turns to a lesson. We won't stop spreading the message. You can't count us out. No, they can never doubt. The clock is running out. Let me hear you shout. Fanatic, yeah. No, we gotta win. Fanatic. See it to the end. Fanatic. Yeah, we gotta win. Fanatic. See it to the end. Whoa. I know that life is kinda like a race, but you gotta keep on moving, gotta set the pace. Never let them see you sweat, they gotta see a threat. And never let them see your tears, that day you will regret. Oh yeah, it's time to put in word, let's clock in. You like a heat-seeking missile, you know you locked in. And you can walk it like you talk it, they can't copy that. And when you feel the pressure rising, no you don't react. Yeah, every loss turns to a lesson. We won't stop spreading the message. You can't count us out, no, they can never doubt. The clock is running out, let me hear you shout. Fanatic, yeah, no we gotta win. Fanatic, see it to the end. Fanatic, yeah we gotta win. Fanatic, see it to the end. They say you are radical, the way you move is so fanatical. Don't take their words, yeah you let them go. Leave it all on the battlefield, you let them know. Nothing's gonna stop us, we gotta go. We set the world on fire, yeah we bout to blow. Yeah, every loss turns to a lesson. We won't stop spreading the message. You can't count us out, no, they can never doubt. The clock is running out, let me hear you shout. Fanatic, yeah, no we gotta win. Fanatic, see it to the end. Fanatic, yeah we gotta win. Fanatic, see it to the end.
Like I'm invincible. Like I'm invincible. Like I'm invincible. Like I'm invincible. I'm invincible. I'm invincible. Like I'm invincible. I can't know whatever to put him in a body bag. It's written on my middle finger all the ways I can. Big and stably mad and painfully bad. Till it's naming me down, but pen games insane. It was made to be mad, even stage street with a stationary pad. It's painfully trash to escape, but the fact was made to be great as a rap. Perhaps I'm lyrically stripping these hoes, call it Brazilian facts. I'm serial killing these flows, you're winning a million. Star silicon, I got my regal one for my two fingers up like I'm sick of her. Like, and this is your mum, then I really don't. I'm flying to the top like a pilot. I can beat up like a hymen. I'm lit. If you need reminding, I'm invincible. I can school a boss ass like a principal. That I think's unthinkable. There's nothing that I really wouldn't think at all. I'm so over these. I'm ripping the crown off them. I feel like the Statue of Liberty. The way I look down on them. Boss daddy gets alley, get alley when I'm on a mic. Ride a rhythm like a bike. I'm lit like a light. It's going down like a dike. I'm invincible. Yeah. from. Run from the home of the rap shit, dead broke, never had. Home, never look back, laptop in a backpack, real lippy with a back chat, keep holding my own back, cause I've been to the gut and now I'm off to the top. Hard not life, never made for the soft. Three broke men with a chain for the dogs, 2 teen mummies with a pram for the strokes, yardie man with his head full of locks, rogue man with a sock full of rocks, from the land of the poor to the land of the block. Don't watch where you've been, just look where you're off. Reach us, we are. Reach us, we are. Reach us, we are warriors. Yeah. Reach us, come on. Reach us, we are. Reach us, we are warriors. Yeah, warriors. Hey, I'm warriors. Hey. Country that I come from, lost a couple of my real ones, lost souls in caskets, big poles and mastiffs on road with no maps, get stuck in a wrong pack. All the things that I witness, all the things that I hold in, spin road gully since I played in the court, land of the lost on the land of the posh, got 1 shot so I'm running to the top, everything to gain, get everything I got away, past the race like I run away, so get out my lane like I get away, for the land of the poor to the land of the block. Don't watch where you've been, just look where you're off. Reach us, we are. Reach us, we are. Reach us, we are warriors. Yeah. Reach us, we are. Reach us, we are. Reach us, we are warriors. Yeah, warriors. Yeah, we are warriors. Yeah, we are warriors. Yeah, we are warriors.
It's the arrival. I came in the league, went straight for the title. No time to idle. I'm finna get it, put that on the Bible. This is survival. Gotta treat every move made like the final. One by a mile. Nobody believe it, they all in denial. Look at me. Still in the show, that's the crook in me. They want me gone with the hook in me. Asking why is he here like I shouldn't be. I've been on grind since I old. 10,000 hours the motto. They see the bag is coming out and flocking to me like I won the lotto. Dancing with the devil, there's no recital. I'm killing competition, ain't no revival. I shoot it to kill it, I'm aiming for vitals. I'm showing no mercy when facing my rivals. Snakes in the grass, they getting exposed. I know they be lurking, I'm watching them close. Acting like friends, but really they foes. Saw they be scheming and said adios. Get it, don't mindset. Ay, back with a vengeance, back on the grinds, back to the business. Ay, God is my witness, they watching my moves like shows they binging. Ay, best keep distance, all of my haters send best of wishes. I get to the bag with the quickness, no I don't need no assistance, no. Yeah, no playing it safe, I said let's get it, you say not today. What can I say, you ain't gon' go for it, get out the way. Yeah, got no time to waste. Can't be with me if you're not at my pace. You're not at my level, you're not in my race. 1 foot on the gas, I'm pushing the brakes. Dancing with the devil, there's no recital. I'm killing competition, ain't no revival. I shoot it to kill it, I'm aiming for vitals. I'm showing no mercy when facing my rivals. Snakes in the grass, they getting exposed. I know they be lurking, I'm watching them close. Acting like friends, but really they foes. Saw they be scheming and said adios. Yeah, I gotta get it. Get it, don't mindset. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotta get it, don't mindset. I gotta get it, don't mindset. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Back again, same scenario. Win. 4-6, we like 10 and 0. I should probably tell them something that they didn't know. Back then we was down with nowhere to go. Might have been down, but we didn't fall. Now we running it like some intervals. Ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up. Like, wait, who us now? What you gon' do when we pull up on you? Like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when I come through you. Ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up. Like, wait, who? Us now. What you gonna do when we pull up on you? Like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when we come through. Ooh, shut down. Ooh, shut down. Ooh, give me that crown. I need that now, right now. Ooh, don't make a sound. It's my time. You hear the crowd. Hey, we need that rain. Me and my team. Deja vu. This here a dream. We done all seen 100 times over back when we was just teens. Now we going dumb. Told them we the one. They would count us out. Now we counting up the funds. Now without a doubt, they be throwing up the ones. Like they was always rapping. I believe them if you want. Now they show love. Came with a dub. It is what it is. It isn't what it was. They all love to hate when it don't work out. Tell you that they always been down when it does. Look. Say, ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up. Like, wait, who? Us now. What you gonna do when we pull up on you? Like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when we come through. Ooh, shut down. Ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up. Like, wait, who? Us now. What you gonna do when we pull up on you? Like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when we come through. Ooh, shut down. Ooh, shut down. Time. We on a conquest. Came a long way. Look at the progress. I see no competition. It ain't no contest. You ain't in discussion. Not even a prospect. Yeah, you better go and get to meditating. Yeah, we coming for you, no hesitation. Might as well call the league up. Tell them put the trophy on reservation. Been going up, that's elevation. No holding back, no preservation. Treat off season like postseason. No days off, this dedication.
Game time. Don't expect us to play nice. We got plans to take every record home. One thing you should know is how to.
Yeah, you better go and start meditating. Yeah, we coming for you, no hesitation. Look. Yeah, no holding back, no preservation, no off days, this dedication. Time. Get out the way, we coming through. Check the hang time. Been on top, ain't nothing new. A lot of talk, whole lot of noise, but ain't cutting through. Word on roll, you got a couple L's, you'll have another soon, don't sweat. Whole lot of sacrifice, no regrets. Whole lot of dubs, but ain't done yet. Say you the one, but ain't one yet. Running the game, ain't take one step. Hold up. Yeah, all emotions is high. There's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. How you gon' play when the game on the line?
Game time. Don't expect us to play nice. We got plans to take every record home. One thing you should know is how to.
Yeah, you better go and start meditating. Yeah, we coming for you, no hesitation. Look. Yeah, there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. How you gon' play when the game on the line? Came for the dirt, but it ain't no shame. Had to put the work in, grind day by day. All the blood, sweat, tears, no pain, no gain. I was ready for
It's Tuesday night gaming, baby.
It is Tuesday night. You already know what that means. It's time for NFL Tuesday Night Gaming. Last week, we got to kick off the preseason. We actually got to see all of our teams take to the We Play arena, and we mixed up some teams. We took your favorite players from the NFL and paired them with content creators to actually play some of your favorite games. Last week was not for points. That all changes today. The main season is getting kicked off. My name is Rich. I'm going to be your host, and I am joined by Aaron, Ashley, Simon. Let's talk about everything that happened last week.
Oh my God, mind-blowing. I know before we talked about how Rocket League was that main factor, and it ended up being that way. And we had some exciting, fun Fortnite gameplay, especially with you. You are actually really good at building.
I am pretty insane at all video games, I'm going to be honest. But I have taken a look at the roster for everybody who's going to be playing today, and we have some pretty good gamers, and I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do. I do agree with you. Fortnite going to be one of the games to watch because we have a little update to how that's going to be played. Last week, 1v1. This week, it's going to be pub stumps.
Yeah, and also zero build mode this time around as well.
Okay, I would be terrible at that. So I'm glad I had my chance to actually play before it was no build mode. But big change tonight, obviously going to be the fact that this is the main season. We're going to be playing for points. Let's take a look at what we can expect to see tonight and start to talk about some of the teams as well for anybody who didn't get to see last week. So you're going to see all of the teams on the screen right now.
Yes, we have Incognito, The Rain, OTK, Xset, Complexity, as well as Sudden Threat.
Sudden Threat is going to be I'm very excited to announce they're going to be getting a brand new name tonight, but it's not a new name at all. In fact, it is a household name. Take a new look at the faces of Sudden Threat. That is right. We're going to have LG here, and I'm excited to see who's actually going to be representing them.
I know. They're coming into some heated gameplay. It got a little intense, whether it was Rocket League, Fortnite, or Madden. So do you think they'll be ready for it?
We will have to see. It all comes down to Rocket League. Like last week, for some reason, we had one name. There was only one name that you had to think about with Rocket League. Take it over the game. That was Fortunate. Insane at Rocket League, a game that typically takes a protractor to play and just setting up all the angles, but he had backup with his team as well.
Yes, he did. And speaking about games, let's take a look at the scoring system. So throughout the entire competition, there'll be 8 rounds in the group stage, 3 matches per day, with 2 to 3 games played per match. As you can see below, there is the scoring system, and all the points added up will help the teams get into the playoffs.
Yeah, and I'm very excited to see those teams. This is the playoff bracket that you can actually see on your screen right now. Aaron already hit that on the head. These points are going to matter because it's going to set up for our playoffs that are going to be happening in... I'm very bad at math. Quite a few weeks from now. But let's talk about the players who are actually going to be here tonight, representing all of their teams. It's going to be switched up every single week. It's going to be different players from the NFL and different content creators as well. But let's take a look at the matchups that we're going to get to see tonight. All right, we're going to be taking a look at the match card for the night. First up, S-Fan, the People's Paladin, actually playing with some football players that he is a huge fan of. So I'm excited to see how that goes. He might be nerding out just a little bit. We also are going to have Blau here as well. He's going to be the only person who's actually in the arena from his squad, but he's going to be representing Incognito.
And then up next after that, we'll have Complexity as well as Luminosity. Got Electra joining us in today. Got some good team members with CJ2K as well as Delaney Walker. And then moving on to Luminosity, Armani Watts, Justin Bethel, and Bailey Goat. I love to see there's all women power over here.
And they're going to be going head to head, and also they do know each other very well. Is it going to be a rivalry? We're going to find out. But we're also going to see another matchup to round out the night. It's going to be 3 series back to back to back. We're going to keep the action rocking, and let's talk about that final series.
Oh yeah, I'm actually super excited to watch Xset specifically. Justin Simmons is a member of Xset, and he is a big gamer, just like every other NFL player for the most part here, but I want to see his skills to the test in a game like Rocket League. He usually plays Call of Duty, but I don't know how he's good with cars and balls and stuff like that.
You know, I gotta tell you, there is one threat that your team's gonna have that I already know, which is Noko. I've been friends with Noko for a very long time. Quite the gamer, and also I've seen him play a lot of different games. He's gonna be, I think, particularly dangerous in Fortnite. Once again, Rocket League, God knows what's gonna happen there.
Yeah, and then also we're going to be getting some surprises with the Madden 1v1 showdown later on. That's not going to count as official points, but it's going to be counting for bragging rights.
I know some people here are going to take it very seriously. S-Fan plays Madden basically all day long. So he's going to be taking it very seriously. He's probably instructing his team right now on different strategies. And let's take a deeper dive on that team because that's going to be the first matchup of the day. It is going to be OTK, and they're going to be going up against Team Incognito. So, wow. He says he's pretty nice at Fortnite. I have no idea about Rocket League, though.
Rocket League is the one that I can't even tell you which team's gonna win because that one's clearly up in the air. But what I can say is Austin Ekeler is here to win. I heard when he got it was in an article, when he got his first $1 million, he spent $10,000 on a gaming rig. So he's serious business.
That's a serious rig.
That is very serious right away.
That is a big PC. I'm excited to see what that would actually look like. I'm going to be asking for pictures later because that sounds like some intensive gaming technology. But also, when we look at these squads as well, and this is kind of a theme of the day, I feel like everybody is sweating super hard. Everybody is actually practicing. I was watching, people are practicing. Some of the people who aren't here in the arena are online actually practicing games. So some of the teams are playing with each other before the series even starts. So I feel like we saw a lot of emergent heroes last week. Maybe this time around we're going to see teams coming out very hot.
Well, they know today matters when it comes to the points. And also when it comes to NFL pro players, you can't take the competition out of them. They're going to compete on the field as well as the digital field. So they're definitely going to bring their A game.
Yep, it's definitely a thing that you would expect to see from somebody who has competed professionally. But some of our content creators, we know that they can be pretty serious as well. Some of them are seriously good at just being huge nerds. I myself can relate to that. But we'll have to see how these matchups, how these pairings actually work. Because as we've already mentioned, if this is your first time actually getting to watch NFL Tuesday Night Gaming, every single week those teams are going to be rearranged. So maybe some of the best players come back and represent that team again. We'll have to see in time who the best players truly are.
Yeah, we absolutely will have to see. And also, you're going to find out some interesting facts about the content creators as well as professional athletes throughout this entire show as well. Some of those skill sets can actually be brought to the test. Some people are in some new shows. Some have played football themselves who are content creators. And it just shows you how much the world of sports and football converges with the gaming world.
Yeah, I'll be honest, when it comes to S-Fan, so S-Fan had always been talking to me about the fact that he played football in college. Talked to me about, actually, fun fact, S-Fan used to stream from an arena. When he was,
Really?
yeah, he was playing WoW from a football arena back in the day. And he just had like a view of everything. It was a really crazy stream setup. But I was like, okay, he played a little bit of football. We ended up doing a thing where we were actually, lifting together on stream and things like that. I had no idea how strong the guy was. He's an absolute monster, and he also he does love football. All the time, he's going on tailgate tours, traveling all over to different games, and I know he was really excited to meet some of the players here.
Yeah, and there's just something about just playing sports, and it goes back to what we were saying about how there's actually more similarities between football and gaming and sports and gaming. You have the competitive mentality. You even have the twitch functions in terms of your fingers, your hands. I mean, a lot of pro athletes during off time, they play video games in order to keep their brains on point and to be able to take some of those skill sets and apply it to the actual field itself.
The common thread that I've found in my research is that I'm terrible at everything. So that's
Only on Fortnite.
that's why I stay here. I talk, I say hello, I say goodbye. I watch the good people do the good things. I enjoy it, and I'm very excited to see a lot of good things tonight. And we talked about Rocket League being the thing that changes stuff up a whole bunch. You never know what you're going to get with that game. Fortnite, having the pub stomps. I love this format. There's nothing like it. So we're actually going to see the format. It's going to be, I believe, 15 minutes long. You drop into as many lobbies as you can and just try to accumulate as many eliminations as possible.
Now, if they're going into zero build mode, it's going to be interesting because there is this new Chrome mechanic that's being implemented into the map itself, as well as the weapons that they'll be using on it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so like now, they will have specific guns that will allow them, if there's a chrome wall or chrome buildings or anything like that, they can walk through it as well as aim against their opponents through it. And certain hotspots that were in previously are not the same hotspots that are for today.
It's so interesting to see what's happening to gaming, right?
Yeah.
When you actually look at games like Fortnite, I feel like such an old man. I'm like, oh, did they add a new to Tomato Town? Is that what? Fortnite blows my mind. They have so many content updates all the time. It's pretty tough to stay on top of it, but hey, it makes the game really interesting if you're playing it all the time. So I'm excited to see what does happen when we get into that game mode. I will say, S-Fan on the side of OTK, not really. Not all the time playing shooters. There's some games he used to be good at. He used to be good at PUBG, but I do think that Blau is going to have more experience in that first matchup. And then we got to start talking about the NFL players that are going to be on that squad with them and what games we think they're going to excel at.
Yeah, okay, I have to say, I feel like they're going to be excelling absolutely at Fortnite. Looking at some of the backgrounds on all of the players, a good amount of them play FPSs, so
Yeah.
I feel like the great thing about zero build mode is that you can just focus on aiming and pulling the trigger. Like, you don't have to worry about the other mechanics of building. What is going to be super, super important, though, is comms. The same way that comms was important for Rocket League, comms are going to be important for Fortnite. Since they're going to go off of kills, they might as well drop right into the hot spots. Now, does that mean that the NFL players are going to be ready? Because it does get pretty wild with this new update.
Yeah, it's also one of those things as well. Vibes are going to be super important. We saw last week, Aiden, best vibes on the planet. His
Yes.
whole team starts gelling. You're playing with people you've never met before, and I think that's something you got to keep in mind. Yes, we may know the content creator. They may be your streamer. They may be the content creator you watch the most. They might be your favorite player in the NFL, so you might know a little bit about them. But when they're all thrown together, who knows what the energy is going to be like? And that's one of the things that makes it so fun to actually watch. But somebody needs to be there, keeping everybody level-headed, getting the vibe. Aiden, I got to say, hilarious. And you could tell that his team was having fun in all the games that they played. They weren't stressed out, and they were able to get wins even in games that might not have been their strong suit.
Now, in terms of being level-headed, I don't know how level-headed they'll be going up against some of these NFL players, because I heard some of them like to trash talk a little bit. Chauncey is known for being the you will know my presence guy on the field. And also, I mean, his team is undefeated currently in the NFL season, 1 out of 6, and he got up right up into Tom Brady's face, so don't go up into any of our faces here, but I know he's going to bring the same energy.
I would love to see that energy, and we're getting close to it right now. We're going to be jumping up to the casters, and we're going to get today underway.
I'm giving you all I got, so sit back, enjoy and watch. I'm a rebel with purpose. Yeah, I said it on purpose. Turn me up if you heard this. I said turn me up if you heard this. Get 'em up! I'm willing to do what they wanna do. I'm willing to say what they wanna say. But what about you? I said what about you? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I'm willing to do what they wanna do. I'm willing to say what they wanna say. But what about you? I said what about you? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tuesday Night Gaming. I'm Blaze, joined with Avali, as we are here for another action-packed day. That intro music gets me so hype, okay? Whatever it takes, we're gonna get it done.
I know, right? Plus, did you see that we had like a new channel intro as well, where we had each of our faces?
So
Fun
cool.
fact, I tried to do the splits in the back tunnel thingy, that, you know, the floaty lighty thing.
Did you see our awesome
I heard
studio when we
myself.
opened the show? Okay, that beautiful view that we have of LA. Oh man, it's so good across the board. But I hope you all are having a great